Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy. Welcome back to another one of our quick videos. We're out in Alpharetta with a homeowner, going through some things that were prompted by a notice from a homeowners association, which we're hearing a lot of that lately. And basically they just have some rotted wood and some cleanup stuff. The house, unfortunately, when they purchased it, had just been kind of fluffed up for sale, and the people that did the work, well, really didn't do a great job. We always talk about prep and painting, and it may be hard to see it, but if you look at this upper gable, see how gray and black it is. What's happened here, this house gets half the day in direct sun. So there's no mold. It shouldn't be any mold or mildew in this area at all. But what happened is the last guy who painted didn't clean and prep this area properly with TSP bleach and water and hand clean it down. So he's painted over mold and mildew. And when you do that, it's anaerobic. You gave it a nice hotel, and that's where it's going to live in there. What we'll end up having to do there is we will go ahead and clean it, but we won't be able to get that underlying mold and mildew now. We'll have to add what's called an M1 solution. It's a mildew-cide in addition to the mildew-cide that's available in Sherwin-Williams Duration paint, and that'll at least knock it down and retard it. But at some point, again, probably in about 8 to 10 years, that mold and mildew will start to flash through the surface again. Mold never dies. You have to kill it. So when we put that retardant in there, it'll just cause it to go dormant, but at some point it's going to flash. The real solution for that section of the house is going to be to strip it back, and no one's going to want to go that expense. So every time we paint it, every 10 years or so, we'll put M1 in it. The bay window is a real common area for repair, and we can show you that real fast right here. And again, people fluffed it up, got it ready for sale, and that was as far as it got with it. And it's real basic, you know, starting to rot here because it was never caulked and painted in these edges here. So this nose is rotted, the sill is rotted. We'll make those repairs. We get asked this all the time. Well, Andy, I've been told I need to replace my windows because of this rot. No, you don't. We can just go ahead and make the repairs. And here's one that you'll see a lot of, and most people won't make the repair. This is a center bay window, and you can see how soft and rotted through the lower part of the sash frame right here. So we'll actually repair this. They don't have to replace the window, we'll repair it. You do have to spot glaze this window. These are single pane windows. We get asked all the time. There's a lot of debates online about double and triple pane windows and whether, you know, energy efficiency and the payback and all those things. We don't recommend it, at least not in Metro Atlanta. You're better off to keep your single panes unless you just want, you know, tilt-in clean windows. They don't add a whole heck of a lot to your resale value, and if you're not careful, you'll seal up the house and create mold and mildew issues inside your home. Here you've got another sill is completely rotted through, as is the nose here. The left brick mold has the same issue right here. And people ask, well, how are you going to make these repairs? Here we'll make an angle cut that you can see in some of our other videos. The rest of these panels just need to be caulked and painted. We'll actually replace the entire nose and sill over there. These sill pieces are custom made, so we'll cut those down ourselves out of 2x6s more than likely. These lower panels are a good little shot right here. I don't know how well it'll come out with the lighting here. Back when they purchased this house, the previous owners had some rot in here. You got bushes in the front here that's trapping moisture. I don't know if you can see it, but you really need to have 2-foot clearance here, and we'll go ahead and cut these back for the owners just so they have it. But because this area doesn't get enough sun, this area in here, this 1x4 cap has rotted through right here. This nose is rotted on this left side of the bay window. And this panel right here was pieced and repaired at the top and the bottom. We'll go ahead and replace that with hardy plank, paint it to match. Won't have any more issues, but the good thing about the hardy plank panels is we can cut them down and they'll never rot again. But what you want to look for in your house, again, and we point this out in all the videos, look for the black. It doesn't seem like a lot. You can see where these caulk lines have failed here. You can see the nose right here, again on this lower panel. Walk your house every 6 or 12 months, at least once a year. Look for the black. If you can't do it yourself, give us a call. Handy Andy 770-912-2829. The homeowners tried to stay up on some of this stuff, but again, you can see some of the voids in their caulk here. So while they've tried to do it, and again here, all that stuff, especially now that we're starting to get a little more rain, it's going to lead to rot in the house. So we'll basically paint the front of this house. The rest of the trim here is in pretty good shape. There's an upper window which we can't see, which was this one right here, and this mansard roof is leaking. We'll seal that with clear elastomeric sealant. All the work is warranted for, all this stuff will be warranted for at least 3 years. The issue on the rest of the house is, and everybody's on budget, so some people will do these jobs in stages. What we like to do is we'll bid the whole job out, and then we'll package price it as a discount. So if you can do it in stages, great, here's your price for that. If not, we do it, if you can do it in one shot, you'll save some money. It's just easier for us to do the whole thing when we're there. This homeowner may elect to do it in stages so we can actually come in. This is LP siding, and we'll show you on the back of it what that is. but it's never been caulked or painted properly. And amazingly for her, most of this siding is still salvageable. We'll have to spot replace it. They've got a leak issue. This is the master bathroom or bedroom, and we've got a bumped out bay window right here. You can see the bottom cap under here is rotted through. You can see the buckling in the wood, so we'll have to replace that piece. The rest of the siding, we'll bid it to just clean it, caulk it, and paint it. And some homeowners will call us too. They don't want to do the high work. They're comfortable painting 2 stories, but they don't want to go 3. We'll do a side of the house for you. It's not a big deal. We travel all over Metro Atlanta. If you are painting your house yourself, it's all about the prep. Handy Andy does every house the same way. We fired more paint crews in recent years because they don't want to do it our way. It's my way or the highway when it comes to painting. And what we do is we hand wash every house, TSP beach and water, and a little chemical composition I put together that I've been using for years. We hand caulk every nail head gets caulked. See all these little nail heads? They're gonna suck water like this one. The nail hasn't moved, the siding has. It's real simple. Come back in with 1 or 2 coats of duration. Best paint in America as far as I'm concerned. And no, I don't get a royalty from Sherwin-Williams for all the times that I say that. But this house is really surprisingly in good shape. It's a big house. You know, they've got a little bit of issue back here on the siding. Chimneys just get abused, and this house is no different than the others. You can see the LP chips right here and the swelling. When they bought this house, the homeowner went ahead and replaced the upper face of the front of the chimney is all hardy plank. See the difference in the pattern. And then the lower ends, these 16 boards are all LP and they're rotted through. They need to be replaced. So we'll write that up for the homeowner. And then, you know, if they come back through, repaint this place, they got a great house in an awesome neighborhood. The other basic things you want to look for in a house like this, if you can afford it, they've got some 2x3 downspouts here that are taking the whole left and right sides of this house in the gutter. It can't handle that volume of water. So, and you can kind of see the staining on the gutters above. And heavy rains, the water's coming over the top, which is going to lead to the deterioration of the siding. Just upgrade this downspout to a 3x4. It'll handle more water volume for you. Just a better way to go. The house here, and you can kind of catch it right here. We're in the right side corner near the HVAC units. Whenever you see this wrinkling in wood, you know it's rotted. This is a corner board. We don't have to replace the whole piece. We'll just do a cut and repair right there. In this area, you've got about 5 pieces of LP siding that have gone bad. And you can kind of see this here. See the cracking? And see it push in when I push my finger on it. You can almost hear it. There's nothing left to it. And that again is because the water's coming off this side and splashing and getting it. So you got 5 rows of siding to replace. When you're looking at LP siding, and almost every contractor in Metro Atlanta is going to tell you need to replace it. You don't. We're doing a house up the street right now, and we're replacing just the chimney siding and a few spot repairs. They were told by 6 or 7 contractors they had to replace all the siding. Look for the bottom edge, and if you see a radical difference in the edge as you look up it, you can see the swelling. See, in this one you got a little bit of swelling in the middle. The rest of it's pretty uniform. As long as you come back in here and hand paint the bottom edge, you can spray paint the face as long as you caulk it and prep it right. We prefer to hand paint it, but it's expensive. But on all these jobs, we'll hand paint the bottom edge of the siding. We'll spray paint the siding 1 or 2 coats. 2 coats has a 10-year warranty on the project, and that's against paint failure or siding failure. So these are the issues with this particular home. Not a big deal. We pretty much do everything. Find us online, handyandyhome.com, or give us a call at 770-912-2829. Have a handy any day, and we'll see you at the next house. Take care. Bye-bye.